U.S. Senate candidate sues Philadelphia elections over provisional ballots. At issue are provisional ballots provided to Philly voters who originally used mail-in ballots which were invalidated. From Philly and the suburbs to South Jersey and Delaware, what would you like WHYY News to cover? Let us know. Republican Senate candidate David McCormick filed lawsuits this week requesting an injunction against the Philadelphia Board of Elections in an attempt to sequester some provisional ballots currently being counted in Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate race. Through the lawsuit, the McCormick campaign was looking to globally challenge provisional ballots that were submitted by voters who originally voted by mail, but whose mail-in ballots were deemed invalid. The lawsuit demands that the Elections Board sequester those ballots until further action is taken by the United States Supreme Court. The complaint also says the issue involves significant legal implications and could have an impact on the outcome of the election. The McCormick campaign also sought an additional Republican observer for the ballot counting process. At a hearing before the Philadelphia County Court of Common Pleas Friday, Judge Jessica Brown rejected that request for an additional observer, after which the McCormick campaign withdrew its other lawsuit. The campaign can appeal the rejection and refile the withdrawn complaint. We should make that McCormick's lawyer told the court that the campaign would wait to see how the count went and decide later if they felt there continued to be issues before refiling, according to a person present at the hearing. The McCormick campaign's attorneys did not immediately respond to calls for comment Friday. In the complaints, they wrote that the suit was brought to ensure that any ballots not meeting statutory requirements can be contested collectively for judicial and administrative efficiency, and that there is concern that the sheer number of provisional ballots will overwhelm the capacity for individual challenges, creating an impractical burden that risks errors or inconsistencies in the adjudication process. Adam Bonin, the lawyer for Democratic incumbent U.S. Sen. Bob Casey's campaign, told WHYY News the lawsuits are an attempt to gum up the process. There are very clear procedures under the election code as to how provisional ballots could be reviewed and challenged, he said. And it's an individual review when a staffer of the Board of Elections looks at a ballot envelope, looks up the voter. It's at that point that an observer for Mr. McCormick in the room can decide to challenge the rule against that ballot. There's nothing in the election code that says anything about mass challenges of the sort that they're seeking here. Bonin added that the issue regarding potentially problematic mail-in ballots is fully resolved by the state Supreme Court.